Welcome to Global Properties. Today let's look back and see how people of olden times look at lands in relation to their lives. Imagine a vast savanna stretching endlessly under the horizon, beneath a sky teeming with stars, each one telling a story of the ages. No fences divide the land, no signs declare ownership. It is a boundless expanse. This is the world of tribal societies, where the land belongs to all, shared by everyone. The very concept of individual ownership is foreign, almost unimaginable. Land is not a commodity to be bought, sold, or exploited for profit. It is the foundation of life, a shared resource that sustains the entire community, generation after generation. Across the globe, from the plains of North America to the Australian outback, this principle holds true. Indigenous cultures have thrived on this principle for millennia, living in harmony with nature. The land connects them. It nourishes them. It is their past, present, and future, an eternal bond. This deep connection to the land shapes their beliefs, customs, and social structures, defining their way of life. It is a relationship built on respect, reciprocity, and a profound understanding of the interconnectedness of all living things, a symbiotic existence. This concept might seem radical to some in the modern world, where individualism reigns supreme. Our societies are built on individual ownership, with clear boundaries and personal stakes. We buy and sell land as a commodity, often detached from its deeper significance. But the ancient wisdom of tribal societies offers a different perspective, one that might hold valuable lessons for our future, urging us to rethink our relationship with the land. A gift from the earth. For tribal communities, the land is not just a physical space. It is a living entity, imbued with the spirits of their ancestors. It is a gift received from previous generations, to be cherished and preserved for generations to come. This perspective fosters a deep sense of responsibility. It is their duty to care for the land, ensuring its bounty for future generations. This shared ownership fosters a strong sense of community. Everyone has a stake in the well-being of the land, everyone benefits from its abundance, and everyone shares in the responsibility of stewardship. This collective approach ensures the land's health and productivity. It prevents overexploitation and promotes sustainable practices. This idea of shared ownership extends beyond practical considerations. It is deeply intertwined with their spiritual beliefs and social values. The land is not just a provider but also a sacred space, a place of belonging and a source of identity. Lands is more than just soil. The land is alive with the spirits of their ancestors, whispering through the leaves and flowing with the rivers. These spirits protect the people and guide them, offering wisdom and strength in times of need. They are a constant presence, reminding them of their connection to the land and their responsibility to care for it, nurturing it as it nurtures them. Ceremonies and rituals are performed to honor these spirits, celebrating the cycles of nature and the gifts it provides. Offerings are made to show gratitude for the land's bounty, a gesture of thanks for the sustenance and life it offers. This spiritual connection to the land runs deep, woven into the very fabric of their existence. It influences every aspect of their lives, from their daily routines to their most sacred ceremonies, guiding their actions and decisions. It is a relationship of respect and reciprocity, where giving and receiving are in perfect balance. They take only what they need from the land, and they give back in thanks and through sustainable practices, ensuring the land remains healthy for future generations. Imagine a world where nature is not just a resource to be exploited, but a sacred entity to be revered, respected, and protected. This is the worldview that shaped tribal societies for millennia, fostering a deep sense of belonging and stewardship. It is a perspective that offers a different way of relating to the natural world, one that is based on respect, gratitude, and a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all living things, a harmony that modern society can learn from. Let's look at ancient use of lands. Using nature's bounty, hunting, gathering, and sustainable living, tribal societies developed intricate knowledge of their environment, a wisdom that was both profound and practical. They understood the cycles of the seasons, the behavior of animals, and the properties of plants, which allowed them to thrive in harmony with nature. This invaluable knowledge was passed down through generations, ensuring the survival and continuity of their way of life. It was essential for their survival, providing them with the necessary skills to live off the land. Hunting and gathering were not just means of obtaining food, they were deeply spiritual practices. They were sacred acts performed with respect for the animals and plants that sustained them, reflecting a profound reverence for life. These societies developed sustainable practices that ensured the long-term health of the land, balancing use and conservation. They rotated hunting and gathering areas to prevent overexploitation, a practice that maintained ecological balance. They used controlled burns to manage forests and promote new growth, a technique that rejuvenated the land. Their way of life was a testament to their deep ecological understanding and their commitment to living in harmony with nature, a balance we can learn from. This approach to land use stands in stark contrast to the often destructive practices of modern societies, highlighting the need for sustainable living. Imagine a world where sustainability is not just a buzzword, but a way of life, ingrained in our values and practices, ensuring a better future for all. This is the legacy of tribal societies, a legacy that holds valuable lessons for us today, urging us to reconnect with nature and live sustainably. The secret connections beyond utility, the sacred connection that binds. Land, for tribal societies, wasn't just about survival. It was the stage for their stories, their songs, their history. Each landmark, each whispering forest held deep meaning, connecting them to their ancestors and their cultural identity. This connection fostered a strong sense of belonging, a feeling of being rooted in something much larger than themselves. This deep connection to the land fostered a sense of responsibility. They understood that their actions had consequences, not just for themselves but for future generations. This long-term perspective shaped their relationship with the natural world, encouraging them to act as stewards of the land they inherited. Community ownership echoes of the past. Communal ownership's legacy today. The echoes of communal ownership reverberate even in our modern world. From community gardens and urban sprawls to indigenous groups fighting for land rights, the spirit of shared responsibility for our planet persists. These examples, though seemingly small, carry within them the seeds of an ancient wisdom. They remind us that we are not separate from nature. We are a part of it. Our well-being is inextricably linked to the well-being of the planet. The challenges facing our planet today, climate change, deforestation, and loss of biodiversity, demand a collective response. The ancient wisdom of tribal societies, with its emphasis on communal ownership, sustainability, and a spiritual connection to the land, offers valuable insights into how we might approach these challenges. By understanding and respecting the interconnectedness of all living things, we can begin to heal the planet and create a more sustainable future. Learning from the past. Learning from ancient wisdom. Applying tribal values in a modern world. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, the wisdom of tribal societies takes on a new urgency. Their deep connection to the land, their sustainable practices, and their understanding of the interconnectedness of all living things offer valuable lessons for building a more just and sustainable future. It's not about abandoning progress, but about integrating ancient wisdom into our modern context. Imagine a world where communities come together to manage resources sustainably. Picture urban spaces transformed into green oases, echoing the respect for nature once held by tribal societies. Envision a future where our children are taught to see the land not as a commodity but as a sacred inheritance. The path forward is clear. By embracing the values of community, sustainability, and a deep connection to the earth, we can create a world that honors both the legacy of the past and the promise of the future. See you on our next video.